really ready to go.
Okay, stuttering! Okay, stuttering! Okay, stuttering!
Take me by the hand, take me by the hand.
Okay, stuttering!
Take me by the hand, take me by the hand.
Okay, stuttering!
He, him, they, them. He, him, they, them. Some people just call me Fluffy. Me by the hand. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. What the fuck is he wearing? It's not Halloween. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man.
Okay, stuttering!
Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. My God, am I bending the head? Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Oh my God, like that. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Hey darling, you can smile more. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. That's what we fucking do. It's fuck off! Ooh, me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Ooh, me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Yeah, she is all gangrenous. That's cute, you massive fucking soy cock. He, him, they, them. Superficial bollocks. He, him, they, them. Spider monkey fucker. Some people just call me Fluffy. Holy shit. Yard, 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 yard. It's Captain Gay. Yes, of course it's Captain Gay. Yard, 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 yard. It's really ready to go. Here's some Hollywood horse bitch. Kitty fuck. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man.
Okay, stuttering!
Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Hang on, my quad, your main balls. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Oh my God, like that. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Beat him into submission. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Yada 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 yada. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. You got me. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man.
So fucking crazy!
Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Fuck off! Fire, fire, big pants, flyer. One of them. So that went well. Let's move on. She's like, it's so. Oh look, what a coincidence! God damn, I hate this thing. I can't say the word tampon. There is nothing I love more. Taking my headphones off, fuck that. Bethesda, there is nothing I love more than to fire up a brand new RPG, lose myself.
Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what?
Fucking pronouns! I love nothing more than to be dragged out at every fucking conceivable opportunity so you can fucking current day us. Current fucking day! Fuck off! We can't see past our own fucking reflection. That's the level of our narcissism here at Bethesda. Twat waffle! That's all you fucking are! Twat waffle! Fuck off! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! Cause that's all we fucking know! Cause we're boring! We're so fucking boring! You're boring! You're fucking dull! You have nothing to say! Fuck your immersion! Guess what? Fucking pronouns! You take everything we love and you just can't help! Shovel! You are dog shit! Fucking crap! Ideology! It and welcome to Afternoon Tea und Az. This is the White Supreme. I'm only joking. It's always the... Look, I don't want to start today off on a negative note, okay? But I feel there are things which have to be addressed. Important things which have to be addressed. And this is very much a Sunday orientated thing. Okay. Look at my hair, man. Oh, man, I'm turning into a hippie. Oh, I'm turning into a hippie. Look at it. So thick. Coming through so thick. Look, see? I even had to just you know, flick it back out of my eyes. It's getting in my eyes, man. Now, I don't know what this is, but this seems to very much be a Sunday thing, as you're the blackest guy I know. Well, that's because I'm black, Colhauser. And I don't appreciate the superficiality of pointing that out. I'm just a black man trying to get around in a white man's world, you know? And this is a Sunday specific thing, right? So, hey, Janet, how you doing? You need a new brush, right? Right? I'm gonna have to get my beard brush onto this mop that I have. Got my zips. I've got to be careful. I don't have a top on under here because I got the heating on, and I don't want to zip up me, you know, hair. Anyway. If I want to get a coffee Monday to Saturday, I can get a coffee. And by that, I don't mean that I can go to the coffee store, grab a coffee. What I'm talking about is when I put my order in Monday to Saturday, my order will be correct. Every Sunday, I put an order in. It's never, ever fucking right. So, I wanted to sleep in today because I'm a YouTuber. And that's what we do, right? We get up at the crack of midday. We do about 2 hours work. And then we're done. And then if you're certain YouTubers, you then take to live streams and videos and complain about how tough your life is. I had to get up at the crack of noon today. I did 2 hours work. I was bushed. I was absolutely knackered. I was in the coal mines, the lithium mines. Anyway, but I wanted to just sleep because I was up very, very late last night. And I don't mean 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. I was actually awake to 7:30 in the morning. Okay. I was doing stuff and things. And so I knew that I had 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. I knew that I was only going to get about 5 hours sleep. So I set my alarm and I go to sleep and I have some very weird dreams, which I'm still trying to process right now. And then my alarm goes off. Oh, ding-a-ling-a-ling. Snooze. Snooze it until 1 in the afternoon. That's 10-minute snooze, 3 snoozes. And I don't know what it is, but those 3 10-minute snoozes feel like sleeps within. They just feel like night sleeps within themselves. Almost, kind of. So my brain, because I'm a higher functioning individual, I'm also most likely just addicted to caffeine. When my first snooze alarm goes off, instead of just hitting snooze, well, my alarm goes off, you know, instead of just hitting snooze, I pick up my phone and I order myself quickly large coffee, sandwich, bang. So by time the order's been processed and it's been delivered, because it's a ways away, I would have had my 2 other snoozes. I would have got up, had my shower, got dressed, boom. Perfect timing. And as I foresaw, I go through my other couple of snoozes. Ooh. I'll have a look at that in a minute, Trek Matt. I go through my other couple of snoozes, and then I get up, get showered, get dressed, and then I look at my phone, and my phone says, yep, the driver's on his way. He's going to be here in a minute. Well, he's going to be here 5-6 minutes. Takes about 20 minutes to get here. Anyway, because I live in the middle of fucking nowhere. And then I come into the office. I set up for today's stream. And just as I've knock at the door, it's my stuff. Fucking A. So I go downstairs. Thanks, dude. And I take the bag off him. And it's an awfully light bag for a coffee and a sandwich. An awfully light bag, I tells thee. So I open up the bag. And there is a coffee in there. Now, I ordered a large coffee, right? I've actually got my previous coffee here. Cafe Nero. So this is a large coffee. This is what I ordered, right? What is inside the bag is 0 sandwich and a white card saying, sorry, didn't have any sandwiches. If you want to pop into the store at some point, which is fucking miles away, we'll give you a sandwich or something, maybe. I don't know. But we're keeping your money. Not for long. And then my large coffee was that. Do you notice the difference? Do you notice the difference between the large coffee and the large coffee? So all of that, this always happens on a Sunday. On a Sunday, I don't think they've ever got a fucking order right. Ever. No, I have a lot of time for baristas, and I have a lot of time for people who work in coffee shops and retail and stuff like that. When I first started doing jobs out of school. I was doing it in the food court industry, and my God, you work your ass off and you get paid diddly shit. But whoever is being employed on a Sunday can fuck off. No, I'm just saying. If I walked into that shop right now, I would most likely go, oh, yeah, I get it. I'm just saying. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I get it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. So now I have a small cold coffee. No sandwich. Should have gone to church. Sweetheart, you're at fucking church right now. You're at church right now. Karma for being lazy and supporting immigration delivery economy. Okay, I mean, fair enough. Actually, you're not that wrong. I tell you what it is, right? I got a couple of things in yesterday, and I forgot to get milk. I forgot to get milk from a coffee machine. So I didn't have any milk. I'm gonna put some. Oh, that feels good. I don't know what it is. My eyes just feel very, But I forgot to get milk. Otherwise, I could have just made myself a beautiful coffee on my beautiful coffee machine, which does taste absolutely incredible, by the way. Just saying. Drink it black like my men. Wait, what? Who said that? Wait, what? No, not pink eye. I just my eyes are feeling heavy. But it's because I've had like 5.5 hours sleep. That's why. They're just feeling heavy. I just want to close. Can we just, hey, have you guys got any problem if I just have a sleep stream? Let's have a sleep stream. Yeah? Let's all fall asleep. And yeah, okay. By the way, I just want you to know I can fall asleep in a chair, no fucking problem. And I'm not talking nice, comfortable sofa downstairs. I can do that. Drop of the hat. In actual fact, I did do that yesterday for a little bit. Fell asleep for about an hour. But I can fall asleep on this, no problem. No problem. In actual fact, I don't know what day it was. I don't know if it was after the real BBC or if it was after Rip and the Silverback. But one of the streams I did this week, I was sat at the desk. I finished the stream, sat at the desk here. And then I don't know when, at what point, but at some point I just fell asleep. And I didn't fall asleep for like 10 minutes. I fell asleep for like 3 hours. And I eventually woke up. Well, I was actually when I fall asleep in a chair, I just do this. It's kind of like I just slump. I don't like slump over. I just like my head slumps down like that. And that's it. Then I'm asleep. That's how it works. And yeah, like I said, whatever day it was, I just head was down. And that was it. I was off. Done. The life of this is, yeah, the advantage of being 50. Yeah. You have the ability to fall asleep wherever you want. Whatever you want. Sounds like old age. It is old age. It is old age. Can't be tired today. We need the hype man for Ripperworks. Don't worry, I'll show you the Ripperworks. Don't you worry, I'll show you the Ripperworks. I was privy to this information just a wee bit before you guys, not much. And very excited, Eric July. But we'll definitely do that. We'll definitely go into that. It's actually a few things. I've got the James Gunn thing up, but you know, whatever. James Gunn's a twat. We got some Tomb Raider stuff. We got some Fallout stuff. You saw Fackham Hall yesterday. It was hilarious. Wasn't it just? Not that I can confirm nor deny that I've seen it. I have seen it. And isn't it funny? Isn't it funny? Dude, I was belly laughing. I was like particularly during like the first 45 minutes, I was absolutely belly laughing at some of that stuff. Fackham Hall, go check it out. Legit. It was fucking funny. It was funny. Oh, get off my fucking screen, you stupid Windows twat! Don't just hate it. I know I've whinged about this already, but you move your cursor to the side of the screen, and Windows is just like, oh, wait a minute. Did you want this whole tab to come across saying, hey, woo, 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 use Outlook. Woo, 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 click on Outlook. Woo, 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 look at all these news articles. Woo, 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 look at the weather. Woo, 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 do you like Microsoft? Woo, woo. No, don't you fucking cunt. Fuck off. Does my fucking head in. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate Microsoft. I hate Microsoft. Particularly Bill. I know Bill Gates in there, but Bill Micro Dick Gates as well. That's just as an added aside, by the way, because they are linked. You can disable hover. Dude, I want to disable Windows. I want an operating system that's just that. It's not some bloated, broken piece of fucking marketing, data raping piece of fucking shit like Windows is. I just want an operating system. That's all. Jesus. I know, maybe go Linux. I don't know, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to say, hey, Linux, can we go out for a drink? Can we go out for a drink and a chat? I saw, you know how they did this? They did this mandatory forced Windows 11 update on people recently, and I was seeing people with Windows 7 and stuff like that going, "Fuck! I've managed to stick on Windows 7 for so long now." Fuck. But I got some good news last night. Well, it started off being, they've made a mistake. And then I woke up in the morning and the mistake had been rectified. And I was never worried about the mistake because when I saw it, I thought this is a mistake and they mean this. I'll explain. So last night, about 7 o'clock in the morning, just as I'm getting into bed, I get an email through from my Transformers guys, Primetime Toys. And I said, we're sending you an invoice. Here's an invoice to pay. I'm always excited when I get an invoice from them to pay because it means that a Transformer that I have on pre-order, is shipping soon. So I open up the invoice and it says it's for the Fans Toys Ironhide. And I'm like, but I've already got the Fans Toys Ironhide. I bet you they mean that it's going to be the Fans Toys Ratchet, but they've put the wrong one because it's the same, technically the same body. They've done the wrong one. I'll contact them in the morning when I've slept or whatever. And then I fall asleep and I wake up. And when I wake up, there is another email from them, amended, updated invoice. Same amount. And I open up the invoice and it does say Fans Toys Ratchet. So normally they take the money probably 2 weeks before it ships, there or thereabouts, because they take the money when they get the notification that their stock's coming in. So the next Fans Toys to be released, the next fan toy to be released, and I've only just put out the Galvatron, which 2.0 Galvatron, which is amazing, is gonna be Ratchet, which is awesome because the Masterpiece Ratchet and Ironhide are dog shit. And I can't wait to get that. I'm gonna have to put my glasses on for this, I'm sorry. Otherwise, I cannot see them. You see, because I'm short-sighted, you see. I'm short-sighted. Oh, perfect. I cannot wait to see that god-awful Masterpiece Ratchet removed and replaced by what I can only describe as the absolutely, utterly amazing Fans Toys version. Because their Ironhide is chef's kiss. Would you ever consider doing a G.I. Joe stream on your collection? I'm actually thinking about just doing a video for the gaming channel. Legitimately, because I'm thinking about renaming the gaming channel HVB Gaming and Hobbies. Something like that. HVB Gaming and Hobbies. Or something that's more hobby orientated that incorporates gaming as well. And yeah, I'd like to do a video about my Action Force / G.I. Joe collection. But Thumb Hobbies. Thumb Man Hobbies. I don't know. So yeah, I'm very, very excited. I've also made a little change to my Transformers cabinet over there as well. I took out the Rodimus Prime and I replaced the Rodimus Prime with Hot Rod instead. Because I've got Optimus there. Optimus has got the Matrix. So let's take out Rodimus and replace him with Hot Rod instead. Makes sense. Makes sense. I've got Hot Rod, Cup, and Blur. They're my boys. I love my boys. Hot Rod, Cup, and Blur. Oh, it's such a... Oh, man. Oh, and after nearly 3 years... Hold on. Let me just look from my end. Let's log in. We have sent you I don't care. I don't care. Shop 2, I don't care. I'm not looking to purchase anything. I'm just logging into this account. Here, yeah, on the 17th of August, 2022. I ordered the Inarts, the Batman all-in-one, or the all-in, the Batman 1-in-6 scale set. So what that includes is a Robert Pattinson Bruce Wayne, a Batman figure, and the bat signal. Okay? Two days ago. Oh, no, wait. No, 2 days ago. They arrived. After over 3 years, it finally arrived. And the reason for the delay was apparently because the fucking place I ordered them from didn't send me an invoice for the delivery. So they just left it. They just left it. Left it with my money. And by the way, this cost this wasn't cheap because this has got 2 1-in-6s from Inarts plus the bat signal from the Batman movie. That was and these are rooted hair. These are like rooted hair figures as well. That was the best part of $1,000. And they fucked up giving me a delivery invoice. And so they just kept my money and delivered me nothing. I was the one who eventually said, and I literally got to the point like a few months ago. It is a lot of money. It's a whole lot of money. It's a whole lot of money. So it's about a few months, about 2 or 3 months ago. I'm going to say about 3 months ago. And I sent them an email and I said, look, I've had this on order for 3 years now and nothing's arrived. Can I cancel the order? Because, you know, it's 3 years. Come on. And then they just sent me an email back. And all they put in the email back was, did you not get the email about the delivery charge? And I went, no. Did you? I have not received any email from you about delivery for this item. And he went, oh, okay. We'll send you an invoice for the delivery if you want it. If you don't want it, then we can refund your credit. Like, so fucking casual about it. So I said, yes, if you could send me, because I wanted it. Yes, if you could send me the invoice for delivery, that would be great. Do you know how long since that email it took them to send me the invoice with the delivery on? Another 6 weeks. Another 6 weeks of me saying, yes, can you send me the invoice with the delivery? So I had to chase that partway through. I'm like, these guys are just taking the fucking piss. And then I think it was actually a lot more than 3 months ago. It could have been like 6 months ago, actually, since we started getting this process going. But even when I paid the delivery, it took another couple of months. It took about another month for it to show as dispatched. And then when it showed as dispatched, it took October, November. It took another 6 weeks to arrive because it was on the slow boat from China. I could have got a shitty coffee for that much. I could have got a shitty fucking small coffee and no fucking sandwich for that. Anyway, it arrived 2 days ago. So it's downstairs. I haven't opened it. And now I'm in the sort of whatever. My Galvatron statue is apparently shipping in January. And I purchased that nearly 3 years ago as well. March of 2023. Beautiful Galvatron statue that I wanted to go with my Hot Rod / Rodimus Prime statue. It is actually the accompanying piece. You should check. They might have sent you the wrong one. Yeah, do you know something? I haven't checked the outside of the box. I just saw in-arts on it. So I was like, oh, that'll be my in-arts Batman. But I haven't checked. I haven't checked that it's actually the in-arts Batman. So yeah, that Galvatron I've been waiting a long time for. And I paid that off in full when I ordered it. I paid that off in full. I remember that. Dear me. There you go. Status paid, not yet shipped. It's going to be 3 years next month since I ordered the Aragon. In-arts figure. I need to chase them up on this as well. Oh, Justin. But all this is a bit of a negative nanny, bit of a whinge about delivery, admittedly. And I apologize. Because during the week, I did do something very, very naughty for myself. For nobody else but me, by the way. Me and nobody else but me. Just me. Boo boo be doo. I pulled the trigger on the Robeson self-transforming Soundwave. Oh! Should I bring up a video? Let's bring up a video. Here we go. Let's bring this up. Gonna put my headphones on. I am a very lucky boy. First and foremost, I'd like to say I'm a very, very lucky boy, right? Because I do have both of the Optimus Primes. Because they did two versions of the Optimus Prime. They did the original version, and then they did a tighter version. I do have the Grimlock. I do have the Megatron, which is actually just there, by the way. And I do have the dancing Bumblebee, not the self-transforming Bumblebee, which I do want. But I do have the dancing Bumblebee. But when I saw the Soundwave, I was just like, there is absolutely no way in hell that I cannot pass this up. If you sent a super, don't panic. If you sent a super chat, I kind of do a bit of waffling, and then I go through some super chats, and then I do an article, then I do some supers. So don't panic. If you put a super in, don't any fret. I will read it out. But if it hasn't gone through your end, if you haven't seen it pop up in the chat when you've done it, just check to see if it's gone through at your end, I would say. So this is the I like this was just an immediate I just got to.
With a commanding stature, the Decepticon's intelligence officer reveals himself for the first time. RoboSam makes the impossible real again with the world's first fully auto-converting sound wave. Standing at Megatron's side, the loyal communications lieutenant is officially back on duty.
It's
Autobot intel has been stolen. Challenge the Autobots for control of the battlefield. Converting from the classic cassette player to a striking robot gladiator. Command Soundwave into battle with the push of a button, sound of your voice, or swipe of an app.
by the way, the
This
voice
Decepticon is more
the voice commands for these, they just work perfectly. There's no like faffing around or stuff like that. The voice commands are just immediately perfect. You can literally just charge them up, turn them on. Hey, Soundwave, transform, bang, done. No fucking around. And then if you go onto the app, you can make it do so many different things.
than meets the eye with an integrated, fully compatible Bluetooth speaker with functional front-facing buttons. Stream your favorite music through this legendary character.
I didn't even know you could do that! I didn't even know that you could do that! Oh, no way! No fucking way! Are you kidding me? Man, I just got a value add onto the already done ads.
Previous song? Next song. Switch through your music effortlessly. While in cassette mode, there is a record feature ready to capture your own voice and sounds, all through the front buttons for a
No way! No way! Holy! How much? Do you want to cry? Do you want me to make you cry? I'll make you cry. I picked this up for the early bird price. Now, the early bird price is $400 off. So it came in the UK because, you know, don't worry about dollars and cents in the UK. It actually, the pricing in the UK came at £900. Merry Christmas to me. Merry Christmas from Az. Holy.
simple and genuine experience. This robot is in disguise with an integrated openable cassette deck, ready to launch and house cassette bots.
But there aren't any. So are Roboson going to start doing some cassette bots as well at a later date? Are they? Because there aren't any at the moment.
Integrated with 84 microchips and 28 high-precision intelligent servo motors, Roboson's Soundwave utilizes the latest innovations, allowing for one of the most incredible auto-conversion processes to date. With a stoic stare and a commanding presence.
Look at that. 14.3 inches tall. That's about that tall. These are big boys, by the way. These aren't small. These are big boys. Megatron's a very big boy. Very big boy. Oh, and I do have the Optimus Prime trailer as well. I have the Optimus Prime trailer as well. Yeah, on this site it will show for about one with an early bird $400 off, and then the price is going to go to the normal $1,400 in January. This is what they do when they release a Robeson. They always do an early bird pricing. We actually discussed this. Was it last week or the week before? Because I was just like, look, if you can do the early bird pricing at the start, you can do the early bird pricing all the time. But 2.6. Oh, okay. Nothing. Ends up being nothing. So 14.3. So that's from base to tip. That it's so good.
The Decepticon's communications officer stands at attention, awaiting your command. Soundwave's walking and combat poses are incredibly lifelike. Go to battle with the shoulder-mounted laser cannon, equipped with multi-angle firing and pairing together with deep red lightning effects throughout. And for absolute authenticity, RoboSen teamed the legendary Frank Welker, the original G1 voice of Soundwave.
They've got the original actors to do all of the voices for all of the different Robeson Transformers they got. So Peter Cullen does Optimus Prime. Frank Welker does Soundwave. He does Megatron. I can't remember the name of the guy that does Bumblebee, but the guy that did Bumblebee's doing the Bumblebee voice as well.
With engineer Scott Brownlee to bring this icon to life.
Yeah, and you can have them interact. They can actually fight each other. So you can have them interacting with each other. Wait!
Stop the Decepticons!
At your command, Soundwave springs into action with interactive front-facing buttons, which instantly launch him into battle mode. Speak directly to Soundwave through a deep voice command library. Just call his name, issue an order, and he responds with unwavering loyalty. Or take control through the free mobile app,
the app's
where you
great.
can access a vast library of pre-built actions, unlocking endless waves to interact with your Decepticon operative. Bring the battle to life and team up with Megatron to bring Soundwave to the front lines against the Autobots with RoboSen's Mini Theater. Soundwave is also fully compatible with RoboSen Studio, the browser-based platform that lets you craft your own moves, strategize, and strike. Build out your own actions and bring Soundwave to life as you take command of this intelligent officer.
Nice.
Let your imagination run wild. Recreate classic Decepticon tactics and challenge the Autobots for control of the battlefield.
Decepticons! Attack! Autobot Autobots engage the enemy!
Oh, look at that Grimlock, man. There's the Bumblebee. Wow. So that's the range so far. Oh, yeah, look, as a 10-year-old, you could never even begin to imagine this kind of stuff. And here, here we are 40 years later, and we have self-transforming, multi-programmable Transformers. Holy. So you see how it was a bit lopsided because it was Optimus, Grimlock, and Bumblebee, and there was only Megatron for the Decepticons. But the rumor was Soundwave was gonna be the next one, and it turned out to be true. So yeah, if the Roboson then start working on some cassettes, whoo! Oh, mercy. So that's looking to ship, I believe, in April of next year. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Woo! Yeah, I couldn't turn that down. It was just too much, too good. Here, let me go to my YouTube shorts, okay? Here we go. Let's go to this one here. So this is my YouTube short, by the way. This is my YouTube short. So this is in my bedroom. Easy. Hey, Optimus Prime.
Greetings.
Transform. Hey, Optimus Prime.
Greetings.
Transform. Now you can say to him, Optimus, you can say Optimus Prime, roll out, and he'll start driving. And he'll start fucking driving. Now then, that was the Optimus Prime one that I showed off a couple of years back. That was the first version. You saw there was like a red plate behind his head where it flipped up. They got rid of that red plate for the second version, so it looks much more organic as Optimus Prime. And they shrunk it down a little bit as well for scaling purposes, but that ended up being perfect. And then this is in the office a little while ago, but here is the Megatron tank. Hey, Megatron.
What's wrong?
Transform. By the way, this is when I've got COVID and my voice is fucked, by the way. That's why I'm sounding really weird in this video. Hey, Megatron.
What's wrong?
Crazy. Transform.
I am Megatron, leader of the Decepticons.
So good. So yeah, that voice from Frank Welk is just like chef's kiss. Chef's snog. Oh, yeah, man. Living the dream. And I'm reorganizing my my cabinets downstairs. And the self-transforming, the Robosons are all going to go in one big cabinet. Amazing. Oh, so there's that. Oh, how good. I mean, how good does that make you feel? Yeah. Shit. How many do I have? I've got both Optimus Primes, Optimus Prime's trailer, Grimlock, Megatron, Dancing Bumblebee, not self-transforming Bumblebee, but Dancing Bumblebee, and Sound Waves on Order. But it puts a song of joy in your heart. Makes you feel alive. Excuse me. Oh. So yes, I couldn't help but pull the trigger on that sound wave because that sound wave looks unbelievable. So the question is, how would an 11-year-old as act if he saw those? It would be unbelievable though, wouldn't it? Because 11-year-old me would be back in 1986. So back in 1986, if you saw something like that, that was like, that would be where you'd imagine that would cost thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds to make that. Those wouldn't be for sale. Those would be, created by film studios and stuff like that. So yeah. Oh no, it's not a meme. I am 50 years old. Yeah. I know I look great. I know I look amazing for my age, but no, I am actually half a century old. And trust me, I can feel it. I feel every fucking year of it. But yeah, it would just been unreal. Like I would have been screaming, like absolutely screaming with excitement at that. But when I was a kid, we didn't have a lot of money, like a lot of people. We didn't have a lot of money. And so I remember my mum taking me to the toy store. I think it was for my birthday. It's either birthday or Christmas. I think it was for my birthday. And she said, you can pick out a Transformer. Couldn't have Optimus Prime. That was too much. That was too expensive. I think Optimus Prime cost £10 or 10 or 12 pounds in the UK. One of those. So the limit was we could up to a vehicle, and the vehicles I think was either £5.99 or £6.99. They were one of the two. So we were allowed to get an auto. Well, we were allowed to get a car. We were allowed to get a car, but we couldn't get like Megatron or Optimus Prime. They were just too much. So my favorite car has always been the Lamborghini Countach. And so to me, it had to be Sideswipe. So my first ever Transformer, and I remember getting it. It's not a vivid memory, but I remember being at the Transformer rack. I remember the store. Do I remember what year it was? No. I don't know if it was It wasn't 84 because it had the rub on them. So it might have been 85. I do have Martino Simone, the suave Swiss, got me the Lego Countach. He got me the Lego Countach, which was amazing. So yeah, I don't know exactly what year it was, but yeah, getting that Sideswipe. So that's my holy grail of a Transformer, because now I collect them mint in box. Excuse me. Got a little wheeze today for some reason. Don't know why. Boobies. Maybe it's because I didn't get my sandwich. So now that I collect them when I can, mint in box, and they're so difficult to get mint in box in the UK. It's rocking horse shit. You can get them in America. You know, you can get a decent range in America. But yeah, that would be my holy grail. Would be an AFA graded 80 or above, pre-rub, post-rub, don't really care that much. Lamborghini Countach, Sideswipe. And yeah, he wasn't just any Countach either. Sideswipe was the LP 500S Walter Wolf Special Countach. Because there were lots of different models of Countach, but there you go. Oh, okay. So we've gone to church. We're at church here, folks. We're at church here. Let's see what's going on here.
Thou art boring. Thou art fucking boring. Thou art boring.
So fucking boring. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, and I've discovered this store in America that has an amazing range, but you know, there's prices and then there's prices. But I do find myself many a night, chat, just literally going onto their website and just looking at all their graded Transformers and literally being like this. Oh. It's like a porno site for me, you know? Pretty crazy stuff. But they had like what? They had like an AFA graded Ultra Magnus, a Jazz, Wheeljack. They did have a Sideswipe. Insecticons. Apparently, the Insecticons are pretty are relatively easy to get hold of, still mint in box, because apparently they weren't they weren't a massive seller. Either not that they weren't a massive seller, they're not much sought after by the collecting market for some reason. And I'm just like, I fucking love the Insecticons. They would be, you know, they would be a relatively, not easy, but they would be a relatively, you know, a pretty decent one to get your hands on, to get all three. Probably within a decent, you know. I did have Shrapnel at one point. Exactly when, I can't remember. I don't have it now, as my mum gave pretty much everything away to charities and church and stuff. But I did have a Shrapnel at one point, and I think I did have a Kickback at one point as well. But I never had Bombshell. I got a Bombshell right there, but that's the 40th anniversary Bombshell. I don't have an OG Bombshell. But yeah, Bombshell was the only Insecticon that I never managed to get my hands on. I never got the Transformers that I ended up having were Sideswipe. I ended up getting an Optimus Prime from a friend. I think a friend gave me a broken Optimus Prime. It had a broken leg that had been sellotaped back on, so he gave it to me. So I did end up with a very broken Optimus Prime. I had the mini bots, what are the ones? The roll, was it the roll? The ones that you could pull back with the little motor on it and then let go, and they whizzed on. I did have a decent set of them. I think there was only one or maybe two that I didn't have. The throttle bots, yes, thank you. The throttle bots, yeah. I think I had all but one. I think I didn't have Chase. I think it was Chase that I didn't have of the throttle bots. I didn't have Twin Twist. Again, that's another easy one to get hold of. I did have Goldbug. In terms of the Autobots, I never had a huge collection of Autobots. I had 4 parts of Bruticus. I had Onslaught, which was given to me. Again, it was broken. Its arm was broken. So he gave it to me. And I had Blast Off, Swindle, and Brawl. I never had Vortex. But I did have Dead End from the Stunticons. So we used to just put Dead End into the other arm. So we had a Bruticus that had a Dead End arm. I had a couple of the Technobots. I can remember that. I had 2 of the Technobots. And we can order that. You know that those new Technobots which are coming out, Carl Hauser, you can order those in the UK from the shop that I go to. So I've already got my order in. No deluxe Insecticon. No. Not the barrage and stuff like that. No. I don't know if they ever came out in the UK. Because in the UK, we didn't get some of the Transformers that came out in America. Like, we didn't get Blaster here in the UK. And I always loved Blaster. But we never got Blaster here in the UK. Which was a shame. So there was a lot which never came out in the UK. So we had to, you know. It just is what it is. As regards to, somebody just said, do I display my Action Force stuff? Well, at the moment, there are shelves. If I can go up here, there are shelves and shelves and shelves. There's 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they all just have Action Force figures on them. That Action Force and G.I. Joe. So it goes all the way from Z Force and Q Force, all the evil guys, Space Force, SAS. Then I've got the Action Force on the G.I. Joe cards. Then I have the G.I. Joe on the Action Force cards. Then I've got my G.I. Joes. So yeah, there's that's just the figures. I do have a lot of the vehicle. Well, here I have a Shadow Tracks, a graded Shadow Tracks. I've got a graded Persuader. I've got the SAS Silent Attack, Boat Patrol, SAS Boat Patrol, SAS Para Attack, the US Paratrooper, Space Force Satellite Defense. And then down here, I've got 2 secs. Hold on. Down here, I got a couple of Action Force boxes, which I'm deciding what to do with. So down here, I've got the Z Force Jeep. I'm trying to find acrylic cases for all of these. So I've got the Z Force Jeep here. This is completely sealed, unopened. So this is pretty much mint in box, by the way. And then I've got the Triad Fighter down here as well. It's got the Triad Fighter, which is in great nick. This is opened, but never used. The stickers are still on the sticker sheet. The Triad Fighter's never been put together. The pilot is still in its plastic bag, unopened. And then in the attic, I've got, the amount of vehicles I have in the attic are crazy. I've got I've got the SAS Panther. I've got the oil rig. I've got a couple of Sky Strikers. Yeah, in the attic, I got a load of stuff. Mobile Defense Center. Oh, you got to make sure this stuff's insured, guys. Make sure that this stuff is insured. You have to go through a few hoops to get it done, though. But you don't need to worry about that. So, but this is, this is stuff that I couldn't get as a kid. Some of it I had. Some of it, but like the vehicles, pretty much never had any vehicles as a kid because they were just too much. They were just too much. So, got a few of the figures opened up, played with to death. But in terms of like collecting now, it's just like, I only had a couple of Mask figures, and that was it. I think I had 2. I had the boat, the blue boat with the red missiles on it. And I think there was one more thing, but that was it. No, none of my Action Force characters pray to the west or the east or wherever. Surprisingly, it's crazy. It's crazy. Put me in your will. All of this getting buried with me. That's all of it. It's getting buried with me. I'm taking it all with me. I'm going to be in my coffin, holding on to them. Holding on to them. Right, let's go through a few super duperies and then we'll go into a couple of articles. This is what I really like about Sunday afternoon tea with Az, by the way. I'm gonna have a mausoleum built. Yeah. I'm gonna have a mausoleum with the tightest, like Wayne-esque level security so people can't get hold of my shit. But this is what I love about doing afternoon tea, because afternoon tea's more about us shooting the shit. We shoot the shit. We talk about the fun stuff, the nerdy stuff. Get the mausoleum graded. Yeah. Enclose the mausoleum in like, clear plastic and then have a graded sticker on the inside. That'd be really cool, actually. That would be funny. That'd be jokes. That would be jokes. But it's just lovely to talk about your hobbies. It's just lovely to talk about the stuff which we that just get us all wet. I could just, again, I've got to put the glasses on for this. But I could just sit here and then just look here, and I've got, you know, all these amazing, just absolutely amazing fans toys, third party G1 Transformers, which look epic. Greatest toy ever made was the Transformers. I know some people go Lego. I love Lego. You know I love Lego. Massive Lego fan. But to me, Transformers were just the greatest toy ever made. Yeah, they just captured everything. They just captured everything. Ah, Lasai. Ah. Fucking awesome. Both are incredible. They are. Both are amazing. Lego and Transformers and Star Wars were my three biggest toys. I do have three. I actually have 3 missing link Optimus Primes. Don't ask. I have the missing link RC. I have the missing link Sunstreaker, Cliff Jumper, Bumblebee. And I do want to get the missing link Ultra Magnus. Big time. Big time. Okay, let's do some super duperies and then we'll do some articles. Boobies. Cole Hauser with a 38 months. Thank you, Cole Hauser. WYFT42 with a 22 month. Thank you. Andrew Hills with a £2 says, "You're not just black, you're a black lesbian penguin." Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Cole House with the 2 Canadian says, "As is my brother from another mother." Yes, sir. Brother in Transformers faux show. Gollum Wolf gifting 5 memberships to the stream. Gollum Wolf, thank you. Appreciate you. As you look like an average 35-year-old from the 80s. Everyone did look very old back then. Like, you'd watch TV shows and you'd see actors and you're just like, oh, they're probably like 73. And it turns out they were 29. And you're like, holy shit. That's crazy. Carl Hauser with another 5 Canadian says, "Az was a slave in the crystal mines of Burma. The crystals in those mines are almost alive." If you don't know the reference, well, I can't help you. Yeah. Energon, baby. Energon. Or Power Source, anyway. Strigoi slapping a $10 on the counter, walking out like a baller. Thank you, Strigoi. Doom Guy's been a member for 29 months. Thank you, Doom Guy. And Doom Guy slapping a $5 on the counter as well says, "This is what happens when you employ slaves to serve you. You have a kitchen and a kettle for your coffee and sandwich making skills. Make use of them." She ain't here at the minute. She ain't here at... I got 2 cups sealed. I got 2 sealed cups, by the way. I've got a graded cup, which is, I think, 75. Can't quite see. No, 80. I think it's an 80. It's either a 75 or an 80 graded cup, which has the free poster in it. And then I have the cup there, a little bit more damage on the box, no poster thing, but still sealed, but not graded. And then there's another cup because there's a Target Master Cup as well. So I'd like to get the Target Master Cup as well. Just saying. Malcolm Tucker with the $2 says, use Linux. I do. And Malcolm Tucker with another $2 says, Linux is mint. Fuckety bye. WYFT slapping a 20 Canadian on the counter. Good morning, ads. I just wanted to say, great top 10 picks for your games of 2025s. But how come Days Gone is not on the list? Not even an honorable mention? Cheers, Merry Christmas. If you listened carefully to what I said in the video, dude, I said that the qualifying criteria was that the game had to have released in 2025. So it wasn't just what's the best games that I played in 2025. It was what are the best games that released in 2025 were my personal favorites. So that's why Days Gone didn't get in it, because Days Gone came out in 2019. So it did not qualify. I did mention that at the beginning of the video. It has to have come out in 2025. I spent 2 days editing that video, and it did really shit. Oh, I laughed. I'll tell you what goes on in your head. I'll tell you what goes on in your head, folks. Like, I said to myself, I could pump out some pop culture reference videos. I said, but you know what? I'm gonna do this top 10. I'm gonna do something that's more upbeat. That's gonna be one of those kind of like year-end feels to it. And so I spent 2 days editing that video. And then I put it out, and I was like, I wonder how this is gonna do. Is it gonna like do well? You know, is it gonna do like normal, or is it gonna do better? You know, how is this gonna do? And it just like did shit. It's on like 25k views after 5 days or something. When did it come out? Thursday, Friday. It's about a 4 day, about 25k. So it did. So the next day, because on the Friday before the real BBC, before FNT, sorry, I actually released 2 videos: the Starfleet Academy video and the Doomsday for Women in the MCU video. And both of them flew past my top 10 video in like 6 hours. So it, you know, I mean, it does make you laugh. As a content creator, it does make you laugh. It does make you laugh. So I've had a bit of a chuckle about that. But no, I'm glad for the people who did watch it and did enjoy it. Next year, will there be one? Who knows? Who knows? Counter Oblivion came out in 2006. Right. Okay. It's okay. I hear what you're saying, and I did reference this into my head. Oblivion came out in 2006, but this remake came out in 2025. So even though it's a remake of an older game, it's still a remake. For instance, if this was 2019, Resident Evil 2 would have made Resident Evil 2 remake would have made the top 10 list. Even though Resident Evil 2 came out in 1998, this was a remake. So no, it does qualify through that method. If Days Gone was remade, it's remade 2025. We've remade it. We've done. Then that would have qualified. So now the remake was exactly that. It was a remake. It was a completely different ground up remake from all the assets to the world. So I hear what you're trying to say, but it was released this year, and it was a remake of it. So any remake that is from scratch would have qualified. Star Wars Lego Rob with a $5 says Sunday tax for one of my favorite shows. Thank you. Appreciate you, Rob. I can't drink this cold coffee. This is going to have to. Oh shit. I didn't realize how much coffee there was in that cup, and it's just spewed out. When I put the other coffee cup in, it's just spewed out everywhere. Over the desk, over my keyboard, all over my keyboard, over my keys, over my photographs of me and Chat's mom, over my photograph of my doggy, over my Lego piece of me and Chat's mom with our doggy and Belle. Fuck's sake. I am fucking retarded. Right, you, come here. You, oh my God. I got pictures of Belle. I've got a whole, oh fuck's sake. I've got a whole thing here. An abstract of me and Belle. This is an abstract of me and Belle. How beautiful is that? That's me and Belle. Isn't that beautiful? She's my little beauty. Sorry, I have to do some cleaning at the minute. Oh, for fuck's sake. F11, F12's going crazy now. Oh my goodness me. Oh my God. Oh, there's the doggo picture. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Hold up. I think, yes, I've got some toilet roll here on the desk. Always have some toilet roll for absorption purposes. No, I don't wank off on my desk. That's the one rule. The one rule of this room. No DSPing at your desk. You just never know. You just never know when you might have forgotten to turn the stream off. Oh, the camera's on. Oh, the camera's been on the whole time. I was watching some, I think it was Duty streams. I was watching some Duty streams, and since DSP did his Asmongold stream, DSP thinks he thinks he's the dog's bollocks now. He thinks Asmon's his bestest buddy. Asmon's his bestest buddy, and the internet loves him and what he does. So he gets all up his own ass because there's nobody quite like DSP to be a completely unself-aware piece of fucking dog shit human being. But anyway, but because he got some clout off Asmon, he made himself some money that week. He got himself some subscribers, got about 8,000 subscribers or something. And he got himself like $6,000, $6,000 or $7,000 that week in super chats and tips and shit because of the Asmon Gold rub. Hey, Asmon, I'll come on your channel. I'll talk about Starfield or something. I don't give a fuck. Give me a rub, bro. Come on, bro. We haven't streamed in like 15 years. Anywho, so he thinks he's the fucking dog's bollocks now. But last week, when I was talking about this, I told you that there's a detractor out there. There's a detractor out there that will destroy DSP. And no matter how hard he tries to run from this detractor, he'll never be able to outrun them. And that detractor, of course, is DSP himself. DSP is his own worst detractor. Sorry, this is the chat's mum and me picture now. There we are together. Hey! Oh, YouTube crashed. Hold on. So a week later, I said to you last week, this, what's happening now is fleeting. Because DSP can't be anyone else but DSP. And so if he tries to be something else, then he's not being authentic to who he is, because DSP has shown who he is as a person, and he can't ever stop that. He can't help that. So literally all of this clout that he's got from Asmon is fleeting, because he will never be able, he'll never be able to show his true colors. And if there's anyone here that's just like, what's a DSP? That is actually the right answer. And you're lucky. I've nearly cleaned it up, believe it or not. I've nearly cleaned it up. I might need a new keyboard. So anyway, a week later, the audience is going down. The audience numbers are going down drastically, and he's not too far away from where he used to be without the rub. Oh man. Oh shit. I need to do a repair. So he used to get like 200 people watch him, around about there. 200 people watch a stream. He's now on about 300 and something. So he's starting to dwindle back down to his original numbers. I don't think he's managed to get another 1,000 subscribers in the last week. So he had that initial bump, and then that's dried up. But you see, when he got the initial cleaning your desk with Az, when he got the initial bump, he thought that was it. He was squids in. That's it. I'm made now. Asmon's my best mate. Asmon loves me and my streams. All of his audience love me, and they're just going to plow me. Look at all this money that's come in. They're just going to keep plowing me full of money. The money's dried up as well. He's kind of getting around his tip goals. A little bit better on some days. But the money's sort of beginning to get back to where it used to be. And so DSP's talking. And he said, now that everything's amazing, he's getting all this money. Asman's his best mate. He doesn't need to beg anymore. He is never going to beg again. He's not going to beg anymore. He's not going to have goals anymore because people just give him money. So he doesn't need to have a goal. But a week later, he's struggling. And he even admitted on stream that his internal monologue is telling him to beg. He's begged for so long, he said. He's begged for so long that his internal monologue keeps saying, you need to tell people to hit the goals. You need to tell people to send you money. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, he's literally hot wired to beg. And I'm just thinking to myself, how long is it going to be until the goals come back and the begging resumes? I'm giving it literally 2 weeks. 2 weeks, maybe 3. Maybe he gets away with it for the Christmas period, maybe. But you can already tell that he's starting to panic a bit. Well, he's spent all that money. He's already spent it. He spent it on WWE champions because he was back on the leaderboard. So he funneled a lot of money back into WWE champions. He bought himself a $1,000 monitor. He bought himself a $1,000 secret lab desk. It's already gone. He is married. He is married, yes. Now, did he take that $6,000, $7,000 that he made? Did he take it and take his wife on a honeymoon? Something they've never had. Something he's always cried about. I've never been able to take Kat on a honeymoon. He has. He hates his wife so much. And you've got to hate your wife, right? And hear me out on this, because I'm not trying to be nasty. But your wife is the woman who you love. You don't just love them. They are everything that you want in life, in a woman. They are your best friend. They are your life partner through sickness and in health. She is your other half. That's what a wife is. DSP would rather, instead of take his wife on a honeymoon, he would rather pump money into a mobile phone game. Thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. He's wasted tens of potentially over 100, potentially more. I'm trying to be nice. But he's admitted to pumping at least $30,000 into mobile phone games. $30,000. Do you know what $30,000 could easily pay for? A lovely honeymoon for you and your wife. And he's been married 5 years, 6 years now. Never taken his wife on a honeymoon. So he would rather put money into a mobile phone game. He would rather, he's more in love with his gambling addiction than his wife. I know there's a lot of people that say it's over 200,000 that he spent. You know, it's easily over 100,000. I mean, if the guy himself admits to it being around about $30,000, the chances are it's about 150,000. You know what I mean? But he would rather do that. So this last week, not the week just gone, the week before, sorry, he just made, like I said, about $6,000-7,000, $6,000 or $7,000 thanks to Asman's clout. Thanks to Asman's clout and Asman's audience coming to his channel, giving him money. That's their prerogative to do. I'm not chastising them. That's their prerogative to do. I don't think a lot of them actually know who this guy really is. So he makes that $6,000 or $7,000. So does he then say, do you know what? It's time for me to take my wife on a honeymoon. I believe that he wanted to take her to California for a honeymoon. But instead of that, he bought a computer desk, a computer monitor, and pumped a shit ton of money into WWE champions. That's how much he loves his wife. That's how much he loves his wife. Kat is downstairs crying, still waiting for the honeymoon that will never come. The honeymoon that will never come. And that's a bit of a sad state of affairs. By the sounds of it, by the sounds of that Asman Gold interview, I don't think Kat realizes the extent of DSP's gambling. He got a little bit twitchy bum. He got a little bit twitchy bum when Asman said, "Does your wife know?" And he's sort of like, yeah. So I don't think his wife quite knows the extent of the addiction. But yeah, so yeah, he's got a new monitor and he's got a new desk, and his wife is still waiting for that honeymoon. What a guy! And he's going to be begging. He's going to be begging at the very latest in the new year. DB with a £2 says, "Are you getting the Roberson Shockwave Soundwave? Looks chef's kiss." We went through that. Yes. Colhauser with a 5 Canadian says, "Have you seen the Hot Toys Snow Trooper Commander? Looks great. As I've done a few toy streams so far. Check them out. My Galvatron is coming soon." I have. It does look good. It does look really good. But there's only a couple of Star Wars things which I'm looking to get my hands on. And that's essentially just Luke, Leia, Han, and Chewbacca. That's it. That's where it ends. Luke out there. I've got a Han out there. I want a Leia in a white. I want a 2.0 version of Leia in the white. I do have a Cara Dune statue downstairs. So I do have a Cara Dune statue downstairs. A Gina Carano statue. Hail Gina Carano. She's an absolute superstar. She's a lovely, lovely person. Yeah, she's looking great. She's been getting herself in amazing shape recently. And she's looking fantastic and she's looking happy. I think that settlement with Disney, I think that's taken so much pressure off her shoulders. This is me editorializing, but it's just that when that settlement went through with Disney, she's just seemingly a lot happier. She's been working out relentlessly. She physically looks in incredible shape right now. And it's wonderful to see. It's wonderful to see. Dupayasha with a 7-month membership. Thank you. And Dupayasha with a $5 says, "Hey, Laz, listening to the stream while applying for civilian jobs. I have 60 days left of active duty. Looking forward to the next chapter in my life. Good luck, dude. Good luck. Seriously, good luck. And might be American, but, thank you for your service. Takes a hell of a brave person to do that, so appreciate you. Ministry of Wrong Think with a $5 says, you paid $1,000 before you knew what the fuck it could do. That rant really paid off, didn't it? Well, look, I'm paying for the self-transforming sound wave, okay? All of the other ones, they're just self-transforming. They don't, they're self-transforming and they can operate to a bunch of different voice commands. I just never knew that Soundwave also acted as a Bluetooth speaker and you could program your own voice. That was just like fucking added bonus. But yeah, I saw that thing automatically transform. It looks great in vehicle, in recorder form, Walkman form. It looks great in robot form. That's what I wanted, but Roberson haven't let me down. Calioth with a $5 says, as it will be a toy on the shelf in his own, as will be a toy on the shelf in his toys house soon. On plus side, it's multi-purpose, just like the tablet and the MP3 player, Soundwaves from years back. Yeah, it's crazy good. It's crazy good. Spiegel with a 75 Zargon says, with every innovation Roberson makes, it brings us one step closer to fully functioning small soldiers. Oh. Yeah. DD of T with a 20 Brazilian says, amazing Roberson stuff. Yeah, the Roberson stuff is chef's kiss. Ministry of Wrong Think with a $2 says, this is how AI will win people over, memes and toys. It'll work for me. That's how they'll win me over. My God, has time absolutely flown by today? We're nearly at 2 hours in. What the man, there must be some good talking going on today. I'm just saying. Justin Martins with a 23 months says, how long before we get Pacific Rim style man transformers, you think? Well, if we're getting these things in toy form, the military have had these applications for decades. So probably a lot closer than we think. Although I don't think that'll be practical, but there you go. Oh, Sunday Fun Day is going to be the headliners because QBG is away this week because he's at that convention. And we were going to play a brand new game today. But because QBG can't make it, I said, let's play it next week when QBG's back. Because he was the one that also suggested this game as well. So I don't want him missing out on the first playthrough. So we'll do headliners again today, and then we'll do the brand new game next week. And the brand new game is going to be very, very hard for me to do, by the way. I'm just saying. Calioth with a $5 says, as you aiming for the 8 Robeson set, or is that Michael Bay one too much rubbish to bother with? Imagine Soundwave playing Ocean Man for your intros. The other Optimus Prime, it's not a self-transforming Optimus Prime. It's a static Optimus Prime that can move or do movements. I'm not a Bay fan. I'm not a Bay Transformers movie fan. No, it's going to be X-Ray Girl, Kara, myself, and Mr. Porkchop. So it's going to be a foursome. Mr. P is the ongoing alternate that we can't get rid of right now. Lo-Fi Inkblot Beats has been a member for 2 months. Thank you. And by the way, actually, do you know what? I'm going to give Mr. Porkchop massive credit. Because this afternoon, he's just sat down to watch Die Hard, which is a Christmas movie, with my 12-year-old nephew. That makes me, so, as an uncle, that makes me so fucking proud. That makes me so proud. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you start. That's the age that you get them into this stuff. Lo-Fi Inkblot Beats with a $5 says, new lo-fi video today at 11 a.m. called Gnome Alone. Vocal version available on Inkblot Beats 7th of December at 1 p.m. Merry Christmas and God bless us and chat. Go check it out, chat. Check it out. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Daniel Edmonds with a $10 says, Thundercats were better and had cooler toys, in my opinion. Thundercats were cool. I never got the Thundercat toys. But Thundercats were cool. I love the cartoon. I was a big cartoon fan. Like, I was a massive He-Man cartoon fan, but the toys, your mum was just like, do you want Lego or Transformers kind of thing, or Star Wars? So I had a He-Man and a Skeletor, and that was it. I can't even remember getting them either. Most of the stuff was when it was on sale. Ministry of Wrong Think with a $5 says, do you think toys from Adam and Eve will be worth something someday if they're unopened / lightly used? I watched a really interesting toy stream or toy video the other day. And it was kind of sad in a way, but understandable. Like these, I love these. These are the toys from my childhood. The Transformers toys from my childhood, right? But every collection ages out. Every collection ages out. So there's going to come a time in the future where Transformers and G.I. Joe, they're no longer going to be the toys from when I was a kid. The people who are in the collection market, those toys are going to be different toys altogether. And so the value of these will likely then start to go down. Transformers, they'll eventually start to come down. That's just the way that it works. So there you go. Not those type of toys. He doesn't know. Am I, fuck's sake, are these fucking dildos or something? Touche. Okay. Do I want to update it for my country? No, I'm good. There's some rabbits there. There's some clitoral stimulation. Okay. Some wands, some realistic, some huge, some vibrating, some fleshlights. Oh, a pocket pussy. Wonderful. Phenomenal. I always wanted a pussy in my pocket. Trainer kits. I know exactly what you're training for. Okay. I'm far too innocent for this world, chat. I'm far too innocent for this world. You with your fucking dildos and shit. Don't need toys when you got magic hands, baby. Don't need toys when you got magic fucking hands. RHGs with a £5. Oh, 2 of 2. Where's the first one then? Where's the first one? I don't see your first one, dude. I'm looking. I don't see a first one, mate. I've only got the second one. There's no first one, so I don't quite know what happened there. But 2 of 2 and a £5 is due to work and school, engineering. Nice. I've had to stop streaming / gaming for my loss. Oh, currently doing some thermodynamics with you in the background. Nice. Nice. Just got a £5 PayPal tip. I don't want to dox them, so I'll say it's from GM. GM, YouTube took the money but didn't deliver the first part. Just put the first part in the chat, dude, and I'll read it out. I don't care. I'm not going to have you go... I'm not going to have you getting ripped off. So just put what the first part was in the chat here and I'll read it out. And GM, thank you for that £5 PayPal tip. Boobies. DB's been a member for 19 months. Thank you, DB. And William Barr's been a member for 53 months. GM just laid Maxwell. I'm not. I can neither confirm nor deny that GM is actually. Anyway, moving on. Did you win any streamer awards? I won them all. I won every one of them. Insomniac with a $5 says, "As you got to get that Lego Enterprise. I only put the shuttlecraft together last night. I start on the biggin this week." But I can't get the shuttlecraft anymore. I can't get the shuttlecraft anymore. And I wanted the shuttlecraft with it. And that's made me sad. Here, if I go to the... Let's have a look. And eBay have got it up for nearly 100 fucking quid. 80 quid, 84 quid, 84 quid, 82 quid, 79 quid, 85 quid, 84 quid. I wanted that fucking shuttle. So now I'm just like, I don't know. Daniel Edmonds with a $5 says, everyone on Cheers was under 35. No way. They all look so old. They all look so old. Here's GH's first part. Have some shekels for the entertainment. Crap time for the Famalam. Motorbike broke, £800 plus to fix. Car broke down, don't know the price yet. But it's almost baby Jesus's birthday or the baby's birthday, and she'll be 3. So Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Wow. Dude. That's a pisser, that is, mate. That's a pisser, that is. Colhauser with a 5 Canadian says the crystal mines of Burma is where Sparkplug and Bumblebee got trapped in more than meets the eye. Yeah, because the Decepticons were using the diamonds as a source of power, weren't they? Rook taking Rooks has been a member for 21 months. Thank you. Ministry of Wrong think with the $2 is Mauler. 2 days. Sounds tough. Well, Mauler's video it's doing very well indeed. It was over 400,000 the last time that I looked. See what it's on now. It's now on 660,000. And that's 17 and a half hours long, man. Long, man. What a great video. I've seen it all. I saw it all by Monday. The Vexorcist with a $10 says, "Hey, lads, been working on my own channel. You and others was what's got me into making videos. So thanks. Almost 100 subs in just 3 months. Hope to be on FNT one day to call you gay live." Was that their attempt? Kay, can I come on FNT? I'll call you gay live. Fucking hell. Daniel Edmonds with a $2 says, "McDonald's is sad now. They didn't burn your crotch." I'd rather have a piping hot, like nuclear hot apple pie and a coffee from Mucky D's than what I got today. Oh, see that little coffee? It's not. I'm yawning and it's not sustaining me. Cruising Shadow with a £3 super sticker. It's Cruising Shadow, so it's going to be a bro fist. Boom! Right back at you, boo. Skyrim the Shrimp with a $5 says, "I have some gifts for you. They're up my bum. Merry early Christmas, as thank you. I'm not going to go looking. Don't take that the wrong way. But I'm not going to go looking. I'm going to leave it. Going to leave it. Lo-Fi Ink Block Beats with a $2 says, "Why is everyone thirsty at the North Pole?" No, well. Just because there's snow at the North Pole, how does that relate to Christmas? There isn't a Christmas link. Fuck's sake. Fucking God. Clint Beastwood with a $5 says, "Cheers to my favorite asshole. Are you ever planning on uploading your Expedition 33 playthrough? iDubbbz or DSP? Who's the better e-beggar?" Maybe for Christmas, right? Maybe for Christmas, my Expedition 33 playthrough goes up on the gaming channel. And I'll be just like, Merry fucking Christmas. You're welcome. You're welcome. Who's the better e-beggar? Oh, come on now. It's DSP. I know that iDubbbz is now getting into the begging marketplace. But DSP's got a decade and plus of experience at begging on iDubbbz. iDubbbz is new to the beg. He might be a quick learner, and maybe they can stream together and swap notes on the best way to beg. But are they the two most? I know Hassan Piker. If you had Hassan Piker in there, you probably have the three lowest pieces of shit on the internet today. Kalioth with a $2 says, as Adam, Evie are naughty toy. So I get now. I think iDubbbz only gets like 150 people watching him stream. I think Wings of Redemption makes more money a stream than iDubbbz. I don't think I'm wrong either. I'm not being flippant. I don't think I'm wrong. I think Wings of Redemption actually does better than iDubbbz on a stream. Oh, well. Oh, well. Just imagine fucking over one of your friends because you think the man that your wife wants to fuck is gonna lead you into the promised land. Oh, well. Oh, well, Ian. Oh, well. Bill Parlia with a 22-month membership. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate you, Bill. Ministry of Wrong Think with a $5. It says, mind if I clip the part where you read the super chat? Might bring you some hit. Oh, no, by all means. I was going to potentially do it myself. For just a quick, stupid video. But it just shows how innocent and uncorrupted I am, and that you're just all a bunch of filth. You're all just a bunch of filthy perverts. Right, we're over 2 hours in. Right, let's get into this. The Tomb Raider TV show, after being stuck in development hell for goodness knows how long now, is apparently happening and going ahead. But not only that, the good news is that it's going to be made for a modern audience. Are you excited for that? Oh, they're going to completely do it from... Anyway. The Tomb Raider Amazon TV show will reinvent the franchise on a massive scale. So once again, everything which made Lara Croft attractive to fans, she's a femme fatale, she's gorgeous, she's sexy, she's self-serving, she's morally ambiguous, to say the least. All of those great qualities throughout the years, particularly the last 15 odd years or so, they've tried to get away from, and now they're trying to make her somebody who respect the culture of every no. That's not what Lara's about. It's not what Lara's ever been about. She is a Tomb Raider. She isn't a archaeologist who unearths artifacts and then hands them to the nation so that they can corruptly sell them to private collectors and make themselves a lot of money. Anyway, I see you, Saint. I see you, St. Louis. We'll get to you, but I see you. But now, of course, if you play the latest range of video games, Lara's just like, I'ma respect your culture. I'ma respect, and I'm gonna do all these things for you. The Aztec, whatever. It's shit now. Quote, interconnecting a new live-action television series and video games into a unified storytelling universe. So they're actually telling us that the new Lara Croft games are going to be dog shit. Thank you. At least we know now that we don't have to waste money on them. Crystal Dynamics can just fucking do one. They can piss off. But everything that Lara once stood for, made her great, that made her popular in the first place, can't have that because she's a woman. And, well, as well as make sure that she has a severe breast reduction. Because she can't be there for the male gaze. Heaven forbid that the male audience actually are rather attracted to this gorgeous femme fatale. No, she don't need no man. The Netflix cartoon tried to make her gay because that's where we are now with everything. Do men like this attractive woman? Well, she be gay now. We got her. Yay. Because they are fucking tapped in the head, these weirdos. Heterosexuality, that's terrible. Got to get rid of that. 2 generations later, why are there no babies anymore? I'm not trying to be provocative per se. But every one of these gay activists that just push all these straight characters to suddenly be gay, you do realize that none of you would exist on planet Earth if it wasn't for the heterosexual relationship that brought you into the world. Just saying. Just saying. It looks as though the live-action Tomb Raider Amazon series, which will star Game of Thrones alum Sophie Turner, will revamp the beloved video game franchise. So get ready for an all-new Lara Croft. We don't want an all-new Lara Croft. We want the Lara Croft that we all fell in love with. The Lara Croft which, for some reason, doesn't work for your sensibilities. Sophie Turner, who, for all intents and purposes, decided to get divorced because she'd rather go out partying than be a white. Yeah, she seems all kinds of fucked in the head. Story Kitchen, a production company dedicated to video game adaptations in film, recently revealed some new details about their partnership with Amazon MGM Studios, who is distributing the series, and Crystal Dynamics, the company that created the iconic game series. Well, they didn't create it. Well, I mean, we got IDOS in there. But never, anyway, forget it. According to their website, the new Tomb Raider series will, quote, reinvent the franchise on a massive scale for everybody to hate. Sorry, I might have editorialized at the end there. And will interconnect live-action television series and video games into a unified storytelling universe that nobody asked for. Again, I might have editorialized at the end there. For Amazon, Fleabag star and writer Phoebe Waller-Bridge, the person that will kill your franchise. She killed James Bond. She killed the Indiana Jones franchise. Let's be honest, it shouldn't have even been going. Yes, for some reason, because she made some feminist crap years ago, she's become a darling of Hollywood. And yes, it's time to give her Lara fucking Croft. That's almost the kiss of death, but there you go. Jonathan Van Tulken, who is known for his work on the highly regarded FX series Shogun, will direct and serve as executive producer on the series alongside Chad Hodge, who will also serve as co-showrunner with Wallerbridge. You can have the greatest director. If you got the shittiest writer, you're done. A director can make everything look great, can make the angles, the shots, the flow, the cinematography, can make it all look wonderful. But you can't change the writing. If the writing garbage, if the characters are horror, I'm already predicting Lara Croft will be an exceedingly unlikable character. That's not a rocket science guess, by the way. This is what happens. All of these characters, female characters that now come out, they're all just smug, unlikable. They're masculine. They're all men now. They're not allowed to be women because femininity is viewed as weakness. The men will be subservient. They will be weak. They will be feminine. They will be second fiddle all the time. The series was first reported in development in January 2023 and was officially greenlit as Prime Video over a year later in May 2024. In November 2024, Turner was first connected to the project, and she was confirmed to start nearly over a year later. Just say approximately a year later, nearly over a year later. Jesus, terrible. Quote, I'm so excited to announce the formidable Sophie Turner. I think it's a terrible casting choice, by the way. The formidable Sophie Turner as our Lara, alongside this phenomenal creative team, Wallerbridge said at the time. It's not very often you get to make a show of this scale with a character you grew up loving. So if you grew up loving Lara, then why are you changing her drastically? That don't make no sense. If you loved Lara when you grew up, then you loved the Lara that we all love. The rebellious, self-serving, femme fatale, morally ambiguous at best, amoral, potentially. But definitely self-serving. Everyone on board is wildly passionate about Lara and are all as outrageous, brave, and hilarious as she is. Lara's not hilarious. It's not an adjective that I would put with Lara Croft. Give me some adjectives on Lara Croft. Sexy, strong, stunning, brave. There's plenty more. But there's just like bang, bang, bang. I wouldn't say hilarious would be one of them. Athletic. Ruthless. Single-minded, self-centered, anything. Intelligent, definitely one of them. Resourceful, yes. Hilarious? No. Does she make a wisecrack every now and again? Sure. But hilarious. Get your artifacts out. Croft is coming. Something tells me that Lara Croft ain't going to have much of an artifact, if you know what I mean. Something tells me you're going to strap those artifacts up. In early September, not that Sophie Turner's got any artifacts. In early September, it was reported that the show would begin filming in January of 2026. So we don't have any release information just yet. But for fans of the franchise, it's worth noting that the final season of the animated series Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft, which is absolutely tanked on Netflix, will be released on December the 11th, and nobody gives a flying toss. So Phoebe Waller-Bridge, again, they say these things. It's like when Director X announced that he was doing Robin, female Robin in the Hood. And we were like, oh. And he said, he came out initially. He was just like, oh, I know people are going to be like, oh, no, he's making a female Robin in the Hood. And I get it. I get it. These people who love their franchises, they see all their favorite characters are race changed and sex changed. But I'm like you. I'm a fan like you. So I'm not going to do that. It's going to be a really interesting take. Yeah, what does she turns out to be? Some stupid, racist thief. She doesn't give to the rich, doesn't steal from the rich and give to the poor. She steals from people who have earned their money, and more often than not, they just kept their shit. And it was a joke of a show, and he ended up fucking having meltdowns, desperately trying to get people to watch it. Nothing happened. John Prince did nothing wrong. Where's that season 2, Director X? Where's that season 2? White people, bad. St. Jesus George. St. Jesus George Lionheart Floyd. St. Jesus George Lionheart Floyd. It was a complete, utter joke. Don't worry about any of these IGN scores. Apart from for the remasters, the remakes. Which, by the way, is the only thing that Tomb Raider fans have liked. Is the remasters of the original games. The ones that Crystal Dynamics didn't fuck up. But yeah, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who claims to have grown up loving Lara Croft, is saying that they're going to reinvent the franchise on a massive scale, because I guess she didn't love that Lara Croft, which we all do, that much. Now Lara Croft needs to be made for a modern audience. Show is most likely going to be horrific. We can turn that into a video for next week. Or maybe I'll just do another one. I don't know. Let's catch up on those, because I saw a big fat red. I saw a red. From St. Louis. I see you, St. Louis. We did Bill. We did that. We got Roman Soldier has been a member for 16 months. Roman Soldier, thank you. Calioth with a $2 says, bad dragons are where the rainbow bridge hangs. Oh, okay. Bubba Doom has been a member for 20 months. Bubba Doom, thank you. St. Louis with a $100 super chatter. $100 super chatter. The return of Griftly Bear. Goal has been hit. Oh, I've got a Christmas announcement for you in a minute. I've got a Christmas announcement for you all in a minute. In actual fact, let's just do it now. I am going to be here on Christmas Day. I'm going to be home alone on Christmas Day. So I can't think of anything better to do with my Christmas than to share it with you guys and gals. So I'll be doing my regular Christmas stream with Gary. And then I'll be doing some, probably some game streaming. We'll do some game streaming. But I know that there's some of you out there who most likely be spending Christmas alone as well this year. So it's always nice to have some streams going on. Maybe something to watch before you have your Christmas din-dins. Maybe something to watch after your Christmas din-dins. But I'll be streaming on Christmas Day for you from Casa de Az. My Christmas this year is going to be a few days later when I meet up with family a few days later. So I will be home alone here for Christmas Day. And I'll be spending it with you guys and gals. Even John was bored with a £5. Says, cheers, Az. Have a good Sunday. You too. And again, St. Louis, massive, massive thank you for that big fat hundo. Big fat hundo. Bubba Doom with a $5 says Netflix owns Warner Brothers. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Are we going to get to watch the great old school cartoons that are not PC and are racist? As I miss the 80s and 90s, we could laugh. Dude, yeah, it feels like I'm living in a different universe than I grew up in. It really does. It feels like I'm living in a completely different world, a completely different universe. One that didn't stick cotton wool around everything, particularly children, never mind adults. But yeah, it's a different world, buddy. It's a different world. That's why you need to get physical media. Get your physical media so that they don't edit all of this stuff out. Get your physical media. Well, Paramount's bid was higher than Netflix's by $1 per share. And I think that they're really going to try and stop the sale to Netflix to going through. So I wouldn't pin my my hopes on Netflix actually getting it. I don't think this story's over yet. They've upped it to $34 now. It was $30. I know that they put a bid of $30 in, which was above the $29 that Netflix offered. I haven't heard that they upped it to $34, but yeah, I don't think this is over, by the way. Skyrim the Shrimp with a $10 says time for a Christmas classic. Frost the Dope Man was a violent, angry soul with a crack rock pipe and a couple of hoes and two eyes like red hot coals. You're welcome. Skyrim the Shrimp with a $2 says, I am shocked YouTube allowed that super chat. And yet here we are. And yet here we are. Buffalo Blue Bear has been a member for 33 months. Buffalo Blue Bear, thank you. And TJ Crink with a $2 says, how about a Home Alone and Die Hard watch along? I don't know. I think of something. We might, break it up. I might do a couple, a few hours of gaming, a few hours of just sat down and chat. Maybe a couple of hours of watch along. Who knows? We could break it up. Gives me time to have a little break here and there. Right. Let's get on to the next piece. The video game industry It's 3 times bigger than Hollywood. Okay? Superheroes, comic books, they've been around 85 plus years or more now. But one thing that Hollywood will always be is up its own ass. Hollywood looks down on everything. It looks down on video games. It looks down on comics. We can't even get faithful adaptations of our favorite stories. We cannot get faithful adaptations of our favorite video games. They're always looked down on as silly, not as artistic, not as art-worthy as Hollywood itself. Even though the video game industry dwarfs Hollywood as Hollywood continues to shrink. So Walter Goggins, who is the ghoul in the Fallout TV show, I like Walter Goggins as an actor. I think he's a great actor. Says, I haven't sat down to play the games and I won't. Fallout's Walter Goggins says he's not interested in playing the RPGs his show is based on. Now, this isn't an unfamiliar line that we've heard. In actual fact, we keep hearing from a lot of actors as well that they are specifically told not to read the source material. They're specifically told not to watch the TV shows, read the comics, play the video games, because it's going to be the director's, the writer's interpretation of those franchises. Now, we saw how that worked out for things like Halo, which was a absolute joke. But it's so bizarre because not too long ago, a few months ago, I was watching some documentaries on the making of Batman 1989. Danny Elfman, etc. Danny Elfman. But Tim Burton. Danny Elfman, of course, did the music. Tim Burton directing. And this documentary was from the perspective of a lot of the producers, the director, the actors. And one thing that remained exceedingly consistent was how they appreciated and understood how beloved these franchises were, and that they needed to assimilate as much knowledge on these characters as possible. So they were saying we would literally have comic books everywhere, and we were reading through all these comic books, getting an idea about who the characters were, blah, blah, blah. Because we know how loved they are. Now, 35 years on, now actors are either choosing not to bother or are being told don't bother. Because the source material is now deemed as silly. It's silly. We're going to Hollywood it. We're going to put our spin on it. And I don't even recall particularly a successful one. And that Fallout first series was absolutely horrific. It was garbage. And so, as a fan of these things, it's you just see them fall apart. Now, some of you might say, what about the Last of Us TV show? Well, I didn't personally like that either. I thought that was fucking terrible. I didn't get any chemistry between Joel and Ellie. I thought the casting of Ellie, of course, is trash. I didn't even like the casting of Joel. I didn't think Pedro Pascal should have even been Joel. They, of course, race changed a lot of characters. They had the whole of episode 3 just being a gay storyline that was in it for no other reason than to get awards. And they admitted that themselves. It was in for no other reason than to be award bait, and it became award bait. Shout out, Ripper. How you doing, dude? But this is the type of thing that you get. You get people that know nothing about these franchises coming in and saying, we're going to do our thing and we're going to make it better. And invariably, they fail. Just like with Phoebe Waller-Bridge and Tomb Raider. Oh, I love this. Oh, I was a huge fan of this. Leslie Headland. Oh, I'm a massive fan of the Star Wars. I love all the Star Wars. Now I'm going to make something that doesn't even resemble these franchises in the slightest. Oh, that's how much you like it, hey? Oh, okay. Marvel, particularly phases 4 and 5, not that the stories for the comics have been faithfully recreated in the other films. The other films at least had a lot to like about them. But phase 4, phase 5, just a load of shit. Unlikable, horrible characters. Made by unlikable, horrible people. So it makes sense, at least. That bit checks out. I don't believe that I'm an avatar. I believe the ghoul exists in the world, said Goggins. Fallout Season 2 is set to begin airing weekly starting December 17th on Prime Video. And that means we're finally headed to Las Vegas, baby. Oh, dear goodness. Ahead of the show visiting the site of the most cherished of the Fallout games. Yeah, look what's happened to Obsidian now. I got the chance to talk to some of the key cast members, including Walter Goggins, Ella Pennell, and Aaron Moten. My number one question for the cast, have they played any of the Fallout games the show's based on, either prior to filming season 1 or following its huge critical success? Because if you played the games, the show was fucking awful. No, I haven't sat down and played the games, said Walter Goggins, who played pre-war movie star Cooper Howard and his post-war counterpart, the Ghoul. And I won't. I won't play the games. I'm not interested. The reason is actually pretty simple. Goggins doesn't want to think of the world or the characters of Fallout as elements of the game. But they are a product of the game, and the game isn't. You do know there's narrative. And quote, all of a sudden, I'm looking at this world from a very different perspective. And as someone on a screen in which I am an avatar in, I don't believe that I'm an avatar. I believe the ghoul exists in the world. I believe that Cooper Howard exists in the world, he said. Right. Oh, okay. You are just pretending, though. Just I know. The best way that I can serve this world and serve the fans of this game, I think, is to go to work every single day and believe the circumstances that I'm presented with, Goggins says. But the circumstances that you will be presented with, as we've seen from the first season, might not in any capacity mesh with what the actual circumstances of the game is. Like, there are plenty of ghouls in the game. And you can choose to look at the way that the ghouls are portrayed, the way that the ghouls are responded to by other people, and incorporate it into your methodology of acting. It just seems very, like I said, I like Walter Goggins, but it just seems very restrictive. It feels like he's just restricting himself. I liked Walter Goggins' Ghoul was the only character that I actually liked in season 1. And that's because I think Walter Goggins is a very good actor. And I think he did the best that he had with the material that he got. But I would say that, you know, you don't cut your nose off to spite your face. Because he's a ghoul. Because he's a ghoul. Anyway. Another Fallout cast member who hasn't played the games yet is Aaron Moten, who plays Brotherhood of Steel member Maximus on the show. Yeah, he was the worst fucking character in the show. I don't think I've seen a more convincing lack of personality than that character exhibited. His character was horrible as well, by the way. Unlikable, horrible character. Not great actor either. But I thought the whole Brotherhood of Steel stuff was garbage. Absolute garbage. Though, unlike Goggins, Moten says he does plan to play the Fallout games eventually. I haven't played them before. I can't play them now, Moten said. I feel like I need to be done with the work that we're doing before I can jump in. Well, what? When you finish doing Fallout, then I'll play Fallout. Okay, well, okay, then you can see how garbage the Brotherhood is comparative to what it could be if you'd actually played the games and understood. And then maybe you could go to the writers and say, I don't think this is, you know, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. Moten wasn't talking about waiting until the end of Fallout Season 2, but the end of the show entirely. I know. However, many seasons and years that winds up being, I'll give it no more than 3 or 4. Yeah, that Black Sword and Storm, that's exactly it. You just put physical references into the games like the Nuka-Cola, Fallout Boy, and all that kind of stuff. And then you get the clapping seals going, look, it's authentic. It's got the Nuka-Cola. Meanwhile, the characters, the world doesn't in any way feel or represent the world of Fallout. Fallout 3 is a real dark game, by the way. It's a real fucking dark game. It's a very lonely, repressive game as well. Fallout 4 is Fallout 4 is terrible. I'm sorry, but Fallout 4 is terrible. I feel like, quote, I get this really uniquely particular opportunity to be within the world of the game, like the Disney World version of it. Fuck off. Where it's lifelike and built out in front of me, but I'm still going to wait. I'm still going to wait till I'm done, he said. Great. Then you can see afterwards what a terrible job you did. Or a terrible job the writers did, but you had nothing to go back and challenge them with. But, okay. And who knows, maybe we'll be working on this so long that Bethesda will have a new Fallout number for us to jump into, Moten said. Yeah, don't get too excited, mate. Just don't get... I'd slow down a wee bit. Unlike her co-stars Ella Pennell, who plays Vault Dweller Lucy McLean, has played a Fallout game and plans to play more of them soon. Yeah, I played Fallout 4 when I was in prep for Season 1, and that was a really fun and exciting experience, she said. Should have done Fallout 3, but At least you played a game. I'm really glad I did, and not because it necessarily informed my performance. Obviously, it's not a one-to-one adaptation. A character's not really in the games, but just because it heightened the enjoyment and the experience, like getting to see the power armor that they actually built it, putting on a vault suit, walking into the vault, set for the vault. Having played Fallout 4, she could feel the same thing fans of the games felt watching those scenes in the show. I knew what that meant. I knew how important that was, Pernell said. It's look, can we get past the superficial? Did a vault look like a vault? Yes, it did. Did the vault suits look like the vault suits for the game? Sure. Yeah, for the most part, sure. Absolutely. Does that make the show good? No. What makes the show good? The writing and the characters. And that was the biggest fucking downside of the show. They tried to make it this weird pseudo comedy, and it's not. It's not. There's a lot more to it, and it feels like you just don't get it. You're too lazy to actually delve deep into the lore of Fallout and commit yourself to doing something which I'm not saying is nihilistic per se, but something that at least is grounded and feels real or potentially real. But we had all this silly Billy, oopsie doopsie, humory woomery type of fucking crap. I hated it. I hated the show. I hated it. This time around, I did not play the game, but I kind of did it in reverse, where I want to wait for the show to come out, watch all the episodes, then play New Vegas, and then do it in reverse and see how that changes the experience of playing the game, Pernell said. Now, I don't know what her video game background is, so I don't want to be too up her ass. I mean, I wouldn't. Doesn't matter. But I feel like, again, you're starving yourself of the opportunity to see how the authenticity of the Fallout worlds actually operated. So I feel it's only hampering you. And then I don't know what I'll do for season 3, she said. Maybe I'll play them all and become like a really addicted gamer. Who knows? Who knows? But it's a familiar tale. It's a familiar tale of a video game franchise being taken. The media, the mainstream media, they see iconography, which they can superficially relate to. So they automatically think it's great. Oh, look, Master Chief's got the Master Chief outfit on. Halo's amazing. It's complete dog shit. And the 2 seasons that it was commissioned for before it even came out were the only 2 seasons that it got. Because iconography and superficiality isn't going to carry your show. Great writing, authenticity, and great characters are what will do that. And we'll see where the show is after season 2. Because I don't know, I just got a feeling that this season's gonna drop a lot of people off. I just got a feeling. Palace have scored! Fulham 0, Crystal Palace 1. Before I wrap out on Super Chats, guys, and we'll wrap up the show, I want to show you something. Rippaverse Studios are doing a funding campaign. They're doing a funding campaign for the animation. So this is something completely new. The best way for me to kind of describe this as is imagine if Rippaverse had their own HasLab type of thing. So they're putting these things out there. If you want more animation, then if they hit the goal, then they'll do the animation. Don't hit the goal, boom. Nobody gets charged. No money's lost. And they'll move on to something that the audience might gravitate towards. So this is 33 and a half days left, and they're offering 2 different tiers here. So if they hit the $50,000 goal, which they're nearly 30% of the way there already, then they'll do 10 short animated clips based on Isom, Yaira, Bloodruth. And if they hit the $100,000 goal, then they'll do a fully animated high action trailer based on Ripazine 6 and its soon to be announced series. Ooh. And this is called Ripperworks. So you can literally go to the Rippaverse website, rippaverse.com, and you've got the Ripperworks tab there. So those animations, when they were fucking awesome, man. The animations that they've done for their characters and stuff. So if you want to see more of that, if you want to see more of the animation, either in short form or a slightly longer form, it's in your hands. You have the power. So there you go. Thank you, Lord Thoth, who's linked it in the description box. I'll pin that. It won't let me pin the comment. Boom. There it is. Because I'm trying to do it on StreamYard and not the back end. Giggity. That's what she said. Oh, now YouTube's not allowing me to do it because YouTube's shite. Fucking shit. It's really spazzing out on the back end on YouTube, so I think it's ready to crash again. So I'm refreshing. So I think it's on the verge of collapse again. Boom, there we go. Yeah. Refreshed it. Look, suddenly things start working. So I just pinned it to the top there. So you want to go get some brand new Rippaverse animations. Go get it. Go get it, guys. Go get it. I need to change the title of this video because I knew as soon as we started that I wasn't going to talk about James Gunn. Fuck that guy. His contract runs out pretty much at the end of 2026. What happens then afterwards? Who knows? Who knows? Whoa, what the fuck? It got rid of all my title. Fucking hell. Afternoon tea with as Tomb Raider. What the fuck? Oh my god, my keyboard's fucked because of the coffee. My keyboard's fucked because of the coffee that fell on it. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. Do I have a spare keyboard? I don't know. I gotta try and get this cleaned and shit. Okay, let's try and get this fixed before what's my jiggy Sunday fun day. Lo-Fi Ink Blocked Beats with the $2 says Batman Arkham Origins is Christmas themed. Hail. There you go. Mr. Violet Newstead has become a member. Thank you, Mr. Violet Newstead. Appreciate you. Boobies. Skyrim the Shrimp with a $10 says, remember, people, when it comes to legacy IP, Paramount is just as bad as Netflix. They made all the Star Trek trash. They made Gladiator 2 and the Halo show. No matter who gets it, Warner Brothers is not going to change. No, I think, to be honest with you, I think both of them are fucking horrendous. Horrendous choices. Both are. I'd rather Warner Brothers just sold off their IP. I'd rather they just sold off their IP and went out of fucking business. Skyrim the Shrimp with the $2 says, why? Because Hollywood still hasn't learned a thing. Nor will they. Nor will they. Mr. Violet Newstead with a $10 says, hey, Az, you made a vid, I think. I need to revisit. What was the name of the DEIHR? Was that the... Are you talking about the Sweet Baby Ink stuff? Are you talking about the Sweet Baby Ink stuff? I'm just kind of looking. Holy shit, YouTube is broken at the minute. It's got nothing to do with the keyboard, by the way. I can't even get my back end to fucking work. Look, put Mr. Violet News said, put Sweet Baby Ink into my search box. And yeah, I can't get my back end to load. It's just loaded up now. Holy shit. It is broken right now. Oh fuck. My delete button's not fucking working. Nothing's working. My keyboard's fucked, folks. It's fucked. So I'm not going to be able to help on that capacity. But look for that. Tanaroo with a $5 says, morning, Az. Thank God the Masters of the Universe movie in the 80s prepared me for garbage adaptations for the future. I saw the Ghoul is in Fallout 70 shit as well. Yeah, that great game, Fallout 76, which nobody plays. It's got a small, lovely community. Yeah, nobody plays. Cole Hauser's been a member for 38 months. Thank you, Cole Hauser. Oh no, it's gone right. Fucking hell. Oh my God. For some reason, my keyboard's absolutely fucked, guys. It's not even let me. Hold on. I can't even scroll down. I'm going to have to do it from here. X in Wonderland has been a member for 13 months. Thank you, X in Wonderland. Empty Headed has been a member for 10 months. Says, how much you want to bet they ask in auditions if they played or heard of the games? And if yes, they refuse the actor or give them a minor role at least. None. No. If they said, have you played the games or heard of the games or whatever, and they go, yeah, they said, well, we're going to be doing our own thing. Okay. So, I don't think that. No. It might be a benefit though. Dainsliff with a €6 says, hey, Az, when will your Dragon Tart the Veilguard vid finally coming out? Who knows? I haven't done any work on it for ages. P.S. What's your top 10 worst games of 2025? I haven't got a top 10 worst games, but I did some dishonorable mentions in the video that I put out. So check that out. Justin Martins with a $5 says, how about some alcohol for the keyboard, that is? I haven't drunken alcohol in nearly 3 years. TJ Crink with a $2 says, get a Corsair metal keyboard a metal keyboard easy to clean. This is a Corsair keyboard. This is a Corsair keyboard, but it's got coffee all over it. Anyway, I'll sort it out. And David Fredrickson with a $5 says, that MP Tracks I ordered back in October has finally arrived at the seller. My payment cleared yesterday. Feels like it was stuck in customs till now. The Masterpiece Tracks, or did you get the Star Toys tracks? David, you should have got the Star Toys tracks. Now the scroll's working. Okay, I need to turn off the PC, get the keyboard, and we'll see if I can fix it before. Star Toys is what I ordered. Good. Yeah, that's over there. That's awesome. You're gonna love that, mate. You're gonna love that. Right. And that, folks, is where we are for now. I'll be back in 1 hour with Sunday Fun Day, the headliners. Massive thank you to everyone who came to watch today. Mods, thank you very much indeed for giving up your free time. Everybody who super chatted, remembered, gifted memberships, thank you for supporting the channel. I'll see you in an hour for Sunday Fun Day. Until then, you take care. Goodbye, Belubu.